rapid growth of modern technology, which, amongst other things, produced the remarkable camcorder and video cassette recorder, home movies have quickly become an everyday occurrence. Due to the simplicity of recording pictures, practically every householder in the land has a camcorder of one sort or another, churning out moving pictures of garden parties, beach parties, wedding parties, and any other sort of party come to that. But it was a very different picture some 70 years ago. Moving pictures were for the professionals, far too expensive for the average working man. Until one day, a Frenchman named Charles Pathé came on the scene. He invented the now legendary 9.5mm film, which in comparison to 35 and 16mm film was relatively cheap to produce and well within the pocket of the middle class and the working man of the day. The film was a third of the width of 35mm film, and unlike the standard edge perforation, the sprocket hole was in the centre on the frame line, and was often referred to as the film with the hole down the middle. Considering the basic equipment, picture quality and steadiness was quite reasonable, and the only disadvantage to this type of film was sprocket tear, caused by the projector losing the loop or some mechanical failure, and this would cause the claw to cut through the centre of the picture frame, much to the annoyance of everybody concerned. Not only did Charles Pathé produce the film, he designed a cheap and easy-to-use cine camera and projector. The camera, called the Baby Cine Camera, was made in France in 1923. It had a simple viewfinder, a fixed focus lens, which would produce a sharp picture from 3 foot to infinity, and could transport 25 feet of film, which was loaded into a specially designed cartridge. It is interesting to note that Kodak, who had designed a 50-foot cartridge for their new Super 8 film in 1967, had somewhat improved on an old idea. So, nothing is new. Soon after, a clockwork motor was designed to fit on the side of the camera. It was also possible to process the films at home. Developing tanks and chemicals were quite cheap, and all that was required was a little patience, complete dedication, and a very tolerant wife. The projector, also called the Pathé Baby, was a well-engineered little machine, cost around about £5, and was hand cranked. 2 turns per second gave a reasonably steady picture. After the film was processed, it would be loaded into a small round cassette, which fitted into the top of the projector. Then taken down the film guide between the lamp house and gate, and when projected, drop into the small glass chamber below. Finished, the film would be rewound back to the cassette by the small rewind handle at the top of the projector. Pathoscope became a household word in the late 20s and early 30s, and they produced a vast range of cameras and projectors at their factory in Brentford. The yearly handbook gave details of the many package movies that were available for sale or hire, much the same as the hire of videos today. those far-off days, giving the children a film show in the front parlour was a great event for all the family, with a sheet pinned to the wall, the projector in position, the great switch on, and regrettably, cinefilm is fast becoming a thing of the past, at least with the amateurs. But it's interesting to note that 9.5, considered extinct for the general public, is still kept alive by a small band of enthusiasts, known as the 9.5 Society. But the cost of film and equipment has escalated so enormously that it would make Charles Pathé turn in his grave.